Hey there, I just wanted to give a quick walkthrough of my 2005 Buick LaCrosse that I'm going to have up for sale here. It's a CXL model, 4-door, leather interior. See if I can get you a better view of the seats. This is the most worn seat of them all, the driver's seat. You can see it has a little bit of creasing here, but I have treated the leather at least once every 6 months, sometimes every 3 months since I've had the car, which I've had since 55,000 miles. It's got about 125,000 miles on it right now. It'll vary a little bit as I am going to continue to drive it, but front seats are all in very good condition. There's a few little marks here. I don't know if that's discoloration from makeup or something like that from my wife, but it's hardly noticeable really. All the plastic is in very good shape. One issue that there is that the buttons on the radio have the plastic has been worn down, or the coloration there. You can see that that's been there since I've had it. I'm not sure if the person who owned the car before me had long fingernails or what. This HVAC unit was replaced probably at around 60,000 miles just after I got the car under warranty from Buick. So that's newer than most other parts on the car. You can see that I have a steering wheel cover put on the steering wheel here. The only reason that's really there is I noticed that the leather was getting a little worn, and rather than having it continue to wear out, I just wanted to keep it so it lasted longer. You can see the dash bezels here. Everything's in good shape. No cracks or anything on the dashboard. If I can get down here, it's never been smoked in. Smoke-free car. Headliner's in great shape. Let me just back out of the driver's side here. Check out the back seat. You can see more of the same. Back seats are in great shape. Hardly look like they've been sat in at all. Haven't been since I've had it. I just had the carpets in here professionally steam cleaned by Octopus, and the whole car's been detailed by them as well. Everything's nice and clean. I'll show you the carpets in a second. They're in the back because the floor is still drying. Carpet's pretty much like new though, as you can see. Everything works, cruise control. All the instrumentation works fine. As I'm thinking about it though, I do recall that this little light, backlight on here, does not light up, but all the other ones do. It does have OnStar. It's not activated at this time, but you could with the voice control. Power windows, power locks. Each door in the front, you can activate the trunk with the button there. Power mirrors. This mirror here was actually just replaced. They had a wildlife incident on the passenger side, so that was replaced. And actually, on a separate incident, this front bumper was replaced last spring. But it was both were professionally replaced at Abra Auto Body on the west side of Madison. They both have warranties on all the work. You can open up the engine here. I guess you'd call it an honest engine. It's not cleaned up or anything like that, but it is this is the last year of the 3800 series GM engine, the most produced engine that was ever made by GM. Super reliable, runs like a top. I did just have the thermostat replaced in it. There's a new battery. Last fall I put a new battery in it. Tires here are 80,000 mile tires. I'll have to get back to you on how many miles are on them so far, but they are there's not many. There's probably a good 60,000 miles, just a quick estimate, left in there. These guys here were looking a little bit rough, so I did have Abra touch those up and repaint them. You can kind of see here, the sills here are in great shape. No rust around the edges of the doors. The back, it's nothing. All the weather seals are good. I'm just noticing that this little guy here, the paint must have flaked off a little bit. For 125,000 miles, the car is in amazing shape. There's a few little dings here you can kind of see, some stuff that's been touched up. All the bulbs are functioning properly. Lighting is all good. All the rims are in really good shape. You can see that there. I do have a list of all the service that I've had done on it since I bought it at 55,000 miles. There really isn't anything from that, and I'm pretty sure that the previous owner had everything serviced at Zimbrick, so you could probably even have them dig up the service history from before. At 100,000 miles, once the warranty was up, I started doing the maintenance myself. Everything was done on time. I have a list of all that, and I'm pretty sure I have all the receipts for the car up and until this point. I would say that it gets probably around 27, 28 miles per gallon on the highway. 4-speed automatic with overdrive. You can kind of see here I have 2 sets of mats, and that's probably why the floor is in such good shape. I've always used rubber mats during the winter. And then I still have, these are the factory mats here. Still look brand new. Trunk has got a lot of space in it. Everything is nice and clean. Once again, you can see here the wells where the trunk lid goes, perfectly clean. Also, let's get a shot of just the sills here for passenger side. Everything's just super nice. I'm gonna work out and try and publish at least all the stuff that I have done to the Buick after the warranty on the ad, and then if you're interested, I can actually make a compilation or a zip file of all the scans of all the files from before when it was still on warranty as well. That's kind of it. Power seats on the driver's side, fully adjustable. Telescoping steering wheel is another thing I can think of. Auto headlights. Brand new wipers, I guess I could mention that. There's a nice I-beam type setup. I always treat the windshield and everything with Rain-X, and yeah, it's a really nice car. 40-60 split rear seats. Nothing wrong with the stereo. Sound system is good. It's just a real nice car. The only reason I'm selling it is because I'm going to be moving to California, and it really can't come with. So I'm hoping I can find somebody to give it a good home, and I appreciate you taking a look at it. Let me just back out here. I'll close the doors, give it a quick walk around for you, so you can get an idea of what it looks like. Get a nice solid sound there from the doors. It's actually a quiet tuned by Buick. Super quiet inside. It has 3-layer windows in the front. All sorts of sound deadening insulation inside. Don't have to worry about talking on the phone and not being able to hear what people say to you. There's a few little dents and dings along the way, but I've taken really good care of it. One thing I guess I can mention too is I did have these back rear doors adjusted Originally, these are supposed to be out a little bit, and this side is supposed to be in a little bit. And when there's a little wear and tear on the leading edges down here, and they weren't adjusted right from the factory, so Abra did that, so, and touched it all up, so if the wind's coming this way, it's not going to rub and wear off the paint anymore. So, yeah, a really good car. Hate to see it go, but I'm hoping it'll go to a good family or a good person who can take care of it and give it a good life like I have.